Hello, wonderful family and friends of our graduates. My name is Kim and I'm very delighted to be your Master of Ceremonies today. We're about to see the official party and the academic procession enter today's auditorium, but before we begin, I just need to share a few important details with you. First off, audience participation. Please make sure your mobile phones are switched on to silent. Everybody do that for me? Thanks. Because my mum was the one that's phone rang during my graduation ceremony. And if I sing it, the scars aren't as bad. For everyone's safety, please make sure that your children stay with you and stay with their caregivers throughout the ceremony and that the aisles are kept clear throughout the event. While you'll need to stay seated for most of the ceremony, there will be a few moments when we ask all guests to stand. For example, when our academic procession enters, during the singing of the Australian National Anthem, and when we conclude and the procession exits. Once the ceremony wraps up, we'd love for you to join our graduates in the dining hall next to the Convention Centre for some refreshments. If anyone needs mobility assistance, please feel free to stay seated and our friendly event staff will be there to help you exit safely. In the unlikely event that we do need to exit today due to an emergency, you'll hear an announcement from the stage and our staff will guide you to the exits, although you can see most of the green exit signs, I'm sure. We encourage you to clap and cheer for your graduates. We do ask, however, that only clap when each name is called so we can get this party started quickly. We're about to get started and we're all excited to have you here, especially to celebrate your special day, graduates. I'll be back shortly to welcome the official party and the academic procession. Thank you. Aw, love you. You made my day. That's really low bar, people clapping. Graduates and guests, please stand and welcome our official party.
Sturt.
please be seated. I would now like to invite Auntie Mary Atkinson to deliver today's Welcome to Country.
Yuridumarang, good afternoon. Hope you're all having fun today. I feel like deja vu because I was here this morning, but it's nice to be here with you. I'm having double the celebration. I'd like to acknowledge all of students, your faculty members. I also like to acknowledge my good friend KL and Michael McCormack, and all of your family and friends that are here today. I am a nan. I've got 14 grannies, 2 great-grannies, and I'm hoping one day that I might be still around to see them sitting in here and having those celebrations, and after all that hard study as well. I believe this is agriculture and veterinary science, so I think it's so good because I'm all about caring for country and looking after our country. So we need to learn from the very, very first Australians about how we look after our country. We've been doing it a very long time. So I am privileged to do a Welcome to Country for Youth today. It is very important that we welcome you to the lands of the traditional people that lived here for a long time. A Welcome to Country is a little bit controversial of late within society, but we are all Australians, and it's not about welcoming you to Australia, it is about welcoming you to the lands of the very, very first people that dwelled upon this country. All of Australia is sacred country. Find out about the very first Australians when you travel around this country, our beautiful country that it is. We are lucky enough to be here at Sturt University. For my people, the Wiradjuri people, we have a word called Yinjamara. Yinjamara is to have respect for yourself, respect for others, and respect for our country and what is sitting around us, our environment. You go up Yinjamara Hill, you look to that way, you see Pomigalana, and women's business would be happening there. You look further out that way, you see Kingle, the rock. That's where men's business happens. But we celebrated our country all around this beautiful country. You know, we need to acknowledge that we have that connection, that we have always been here and always a part of our fabric of Australia. I am a proud Wiradjuri Ngunnawal elder, and I've been given permission by my elders to perform my Welcome to Country. It's just a little bit, I'll just say, like it's like you sitting out there, you've had to go and do lots of learning and all that before you can become professional in your careers or whatever path you've taken. We too have to sit, watch and learn from our elders. And then when they know that it's your turn, you can go and you stand up proud and talk about our culture, because we need it to be continuing. We can't have it die out with us when our elders are gone or anyone. So it was always given by the way of welcome when permission was granted to visit different tribal areas. It guaranteed you safe passage while you were there. When we talk about country, we mean something beyond the dictionary definition of that word. For Aboriginal Australians, we might mean our homeland, or tribal or clan area, and we mean more than just a place on that map. For us, country is a word for all the values, places, resources, stories, and cultural obligations associated with that area and its features. It describes the entirety of our ancestral domains. It is on this land my ancestors, the Wiradjuri people, lived, cared, and raised their families, and we continue to do that today. I acknowledge and pay my respects to my elders, both past, present, and of the future. I also extend that respect to any other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that may be present today and acknowledge that you are here. I also acknowledge our non-Aboriginal brothers and sisters. We are only 3% of this population in Australia, and we need you to walk beside us and with us so that we can have true reconciliation in this country, so we can all be as one. And I'm so proud that we have a lot of First Nations people that are graduating in this cohort as well, because I'm a great believer of you can't be what you can't see. And all of those things that you can do in our communities to help our communities and to, like not just Aboriginal, but all of you people, that you can do this to show what can be done for our communities. So, I'd like to say, always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Mandangu, thank you, and I hope you have lots of great celebrations, because you're always going to be a part of Charles Sturt University, so I think that goes without saying. So now you've got friends for life, you're making good memories. So Mandangu, welcome, welcome, welcome to Wiradjuri country.
Thank you so much, Auntie Mary. I ask that you all now please stand and join Tyrone Fatabuli in singing the first verse of the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With gold and soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Please be seated, and thank you so much, Tyrone. I now invite the Presiding Officer, Vice-Chancellor Professor Renee Leon, PSM, to deliver today's opening address.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2025 Charles Sturt University graduation ceremony here on our lovely Wagga Wagga campus. First, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather, the Wiradjuri people, and pay my respects to elders past and present, and I extend that respect to other First Nations people here today. A special thank you to Auntie Mary Atkinson for the very warm welcome to country. It is a real honour to be welcomed in this way and to acknowledge the heritage, culture and continuity of connection of our First Nations peoples. And thank you, Tyrone, for your rendition of the National Anthem. I'd like to extend a special welcome today to Professor Wilma Viali, University Council Member, Professor Graham Brown, Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, Mr Tony Hayward, University Secretary, the Honourable Michael McCormack, Member for Riverina, Mrs Kay Hull AO, a long-time supporter of the University, and members of our Regional Consultative Committee, which provides such resolute advocacy in advancing education in the Wagga Wagga region. And I'd like to acknowledge and thank another important group of people here today, which is our scholarship donors, including today Ted Wolfe from the Wagga Agricultural College Old Boys Union. The contributions of our donors are truly life-changing and have helped many of our students to achieve their dream of studying at university and graduating. And I also want to welcome our guest speaker and honorary doctorate recipient, Peter Hayes. And I thank each of you for taking the time to attend today's ceremony, and I trust that you'll be inspired by the journeys and the joy of our graduands. Most importantly, I would like to officially welcome our graduands. We are here today to celebrate you. Today, our graduands and staff wear ceremonial academic dress, reflecting a custom that dates back approximately 8 centuries. Academic dress derives from the traditions of the ancient universities of Oxford and Cambridge, where it used to be worn daily. In modern times, academic dress is reserved for graduations and other ceremonial occasions, but it reminds us of the rich academic tradition of which the university is a part. I'm sure you will agree that it adds a distinct and welcome sense of grandeur to this wonderful occasion, which I'm sure will be well captured in many memorable and cherished photos today. A great part of the excitement of your graduation is being able to share your accomplishments with those that love and support you. Rather, as John Donne said, no man or woman is an island, and there will almost certainly have been family and friends who offered invaluable support in ways large and small that have helped our graduands reach this milestone. I trust all those people can now share in the deep sense of accomplishment that the graduates feel today. Present today and across the almost 1,200 graduands who will cross the stage at our graduation ceremonies is a diverse mix of stories. Those sitting here might be the first person in their family to attend and graduate from university. Some of you have studied part-time and remotely, balancing work and family commitments in order to pursue your goals. There are many in the room who've spent time studying with us on campus and will have nostalgic memories both in and out of the classroom. All of you have walked a different and I'm sure at times difficult path to be here. At some point, each of you will have faced personal, professional, or academic challenges. Overcoming those challenges to sit here today is a remarkable achievement by all of you. Please take a moment after you have walked across the stage to reflect on the scale of your accomplishment and to dream of the bright and fulfilling future that's now within your grasp. On graduation day, we are not only proud of our students and their loved ones, but also of the important role our university plays, especially in regional Australia. Charles Sturt University is proud to have the highest graduate employment rate among Australia's public universities. And I know our graduates will be pleased to know that our graduate starting salaries are also among Australia's highest. We're internationally recognised for our work across many disciplines, including health, business, agriculture, environmental science, IT, communications, education, social work, Indigenous Australian studies, the arts, ethics, and philosophy. As Charles Sturt graduates, you are now ready to make your mark in these fields and others. You are the agriculture scientists, veterinarians, veterinary technicians, animal scientists, winemakers, environmental scientists, and other important professionals that Australia, especially regional Australia, so greatly needs. With the hands-on experience that you have gained during your time at Charles Sturt, you are uniquely placed to go out into the world and forge careers that make a real difference. The Wiradjuri phrase, Yindyamara Winangana, means the wisdom of respectfully knowing how to live well in a world worth living in. This phrase represents who we are at Charles Sturt University, our ethos. As graduands, it now represents an opportunity for you to spread the knowledge you have learned to make the world a better place. You have joined the ranks of over 180,000 Charles Sturt University alumni who are giving back to their communities on a local, national, and global scale. I wish you every success as you continue your professional and personal journey. And remember, as alumni, you will always be valued members of the Charles Sturt University community. Finally, today, it is my great pleasure to celebrate our Honorary Award recipient. An honorary doctorate may be conferred by the university where a person has made outstanding contributions to scholarship or professional practice in their field. And it is with great respect that we recognise Mr. Peter Hayes for his exceptional contributions to Charles Sturt University and the broader community. Peter has demonstrated unwavering excellence and exemplary leadership throughout his distinguished career. Peter's commitment to education was evident from his very beginnings of his career as a high school teacher. His dedication to fostering the next generation of leaders in viticulture and wine science led to involvement with Charles Sturt University, initially as a member of the Course Advisory Committee for Viticulture and Wine Science from 1995 to 2015. The university was delighted when Peter agreed to serve as a member of the University Council from 2007. He was elected by his fellow council members to the role of Deputy Chancellor from September 2014 and concluded 12 years on the University Council in 2019. During his tenure on University Council, Peter's insights and leadership were instrumental in enhancing the university's academic programs and strengthening its reputation as a leading regional institution of higher education. Peter has continued to serve the university as a member of the university's Foresighting Committee and by agreeing since 2022 to chair the Gulbali Institute Advisory Board, providing guidance and support to researchers in agriculture, water and the environment, which are among the university's long-standing areas of research excellence. Peter's contributions extend beyond the confines of Charles Sturt. His leadership roles at Southcorp Wines, Foster's Wine Estates, Rosemount Estate and the Grape and Wine Research Development Corporation have significantly advanced the viticulture and wine sectors. Peter's influence extends across the international stage through his involvement with the International Organisation of Vine and Wine, where he has held various leadership positions, including Honorary President from 2012 till this day. Throughout his career, Peter has exemplified the qualities of a true leader: integrity, vision, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. His contributions have not only advanced the university, but have also left an indelible mark on the broader educational and viticulture landscapes. In recognition of his outstanding service and significant contributions to Charles Sturt University and the wider community, it is with great pride that we acknowledge Mr. Peter Hayes with the Honorary Doctorate of the University. And I would now like to invite Peter to give the occasional address. Thank you,
Peter. Let me gather my breath and compose myself. So I'll start by Professor Renee Leon, PSM, Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Wilma Vialet, Chair of the Academic Senate, university staff, of which there are many here, and I appreciate the opportunity to catch up with so many of you again. Distinguished guests, including the Honourable Michael McCormick, Mrs. Kay Hull-AO, again lovely to see her here, and Ted Wolfe from the Wagga Agricultural College Old Boys Union. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly I guess parents and supporters of those graduates here. I'm honoured to be asked to present this graduation address and commence by acknowledging the traditional owners of these lands where we gather, the Wiradjuri people. I pay my respects to their ancestors, elders and emerging leaders, and I particularly thank Auntie Mary Atkinson for her wonderful welcome to country. In presenting this graduation address on this occasion, I hope I'm qualified and mindful, I seem I might be on what I've heard, mindful of the atmosphere and style of this campus in particular, given my close contact over recent years and formerly as a mature age distance education student in the late 70s. That's 3 or 4 decades back as I register. This was the era of mailed study packages supported by cassette audio tapes, handwritten essays and assignments, and supported by scheduled residential schools on this campus. As an aside, I recall arriving at the railway station, top end of Baylor Street, after midnight for one of those res schools, saw the last taxi heading down Baylor Street, and I was left to trudge and hitchhike to this campus somewhere after midnight, sleep in a student lounge as the residences were otherwise locked up. I gather it may not all have changed, but I suspect you may be a little bit better looked after than was the case then. The age of the internet, the mobile phone and Uber had not yet arrived. So now back to our theme of the day. As already has been noted, this is an important event warranting celebration by all in attendance, recalling undoubtedly a range of hopes and aspirations, commitment and sacrifice by you as students and your supporting partners, families and friends. On your behalf, I extend thanks to all those present and those unable to attend, the students, families, friends and faculty, for their collective efforts in supporting and motivating you, our graduates. Your diversity in demographic range and origins, the courses undertaken across the Faculty of Science and Health, from the School of Agricultural Environmental and Veterinary Sciences, and the diverse modes of study, together will ensure that no universal highlight arises for you from your collective study experiences. You will each have seen it in a perhaps quite different way with many perhaps overlapping themes. Nevertheless, I hope that the broad engagement, experience in or contact with this region and its broader parallel regions has presented fresh insights and opportunities that you might carry forward. I urge you to reflect on such possibilities, and I shall return to this theme shortly. So while today's event is a culmination of several years of commitment, focus and sacrifice, it is also a launch point for your future endeavours, utilising attributes and skills honed during your studies and related experiences. Then beyond the well-earned qualifications, what other life skills, experiences and career and personal development opportunities can now be identified for the next phase of your life and learning? So I return to the theme of these regional experiences and the related challenges and opportunities that accompany them. And it seems to me that the prospects are both compelling and endless, whether it be in personal and community and public health, food and nutrition, agricultural, veterinary, animal husbandry and welfare, the broader horticultural and viticultural production opportunities, and related value-adding and supply chain logistics, through to landscape conservation, landscape restoration and the environmental services. Thank you, I see someone trying to support my croaky voice. And the environmental services that are underpinning and are essential to the ongoing sustainability of our regions. Thank you. Furthermore, I register and carry on with some of the themes noted earlier. The imperatives of addressing the social justice challenges and opportunities evident across our regions, especially those relating to our First Nations people, and I guess more broadly the environment and culture attending to that. The intersection of each of these themes and your capacity to understand and work together in a transdisciplinary fashion will increasingly underpin the well-being of the many communities dependent on our regions. And by that I mean not just our in-region communities, but the rural and metropolitan, national and international communities to which we deliver food security, we offer recreational and leisure pursuits, we support physical and mental health, and we offer regional development and dynamism, to mention but a few. The broad environmental, social and economic challenges we face are increasingly obvious, and will demand much knowledge, skills and experience in innovation and relationship management, and you surely are well-based and well-founded in those to extend that beyond your immediate, I've got my qualification, I'm now just going to work. The imperatives for change, not simply adaptation, but I highlight transitions to new organisations, models and ways of doing things are compelling and likely to accelerate. These imperatives cannot be addressed without contributions and leadership from graduates and emerging leaders such as yourselves. Therein lies the incredible opportunity for many of you, and some of you will already have launched on this path, so excuse me if I'm doing excessive preaching. But the opportunity to further engage with each other and our communities to ensure the ongoing security, prosperity, vibrancy and well-being of ourselves, our families, our regional communities and the nation. In closing, I ask you that you consider how to reinforce not only your connections and understanding within your professional discipline, adopting, if you like, the philosophy of lifelong learning, but framing ways to better connect across disciplines and within the communities to benefit our future society. I think it's worth recalling the oft-repeated words of John F. Kennedy from his inaugural address in 1961, well before many of you were perhaps even thought of. Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. We might contrast it, of course, with some of the current presidential thoughts from that very nation, and I hope others might think about that. Many thanks for your attention, and I wish you all the best for a productive, rewarding future career in a happy, healthy environment and society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter. All right, special guests and our graduates, most importantly, we are now at today's most important part of the ceremony. I now invite Professor Megan Smith to present the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Health to the presiding officer, Vice-Chancellor Professor Renee Leon, PSM.
Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Doctor of Veterinary Studies, Mary McQuillan, whose thesis title was Investigating the Occurrence and Causes of Ewe Mortality During the Peri-Parturient Period for Commercial Non-Merino Flocks. The thesis investigates ewe deaths during lambing in non-merino flocks across southern Australia. It identifies its causes and risk factors for deaths, highlighting dystocia, septicemia, trauma and vaginal wall rupture as main contributors. Using Bayesian networks, new risk factors have been identified while confirming known ones. To minimise ewe deaths, manage older ewes and those with multiple fetuses separately and ensure optimal body condition before lambing. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Mary McQuillan. Gillian Eliza Uni, whose thesis title was Characterising the Equine Fecal Microbiota in Health and Disease. This thesis provides important contributions to the understanding of the fecal microbiota in horses. The thesis provides new knowledge of the preparation and use of fecal microbiota transplants in sick foals and demonstrates the safety and efficacy of this treatment. The thesis also provided evidence of the interaction between intestinal parasites and the fecal microbiota of horses. These findings can be used to improve welfare in horses with intestinal diseases. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Gillian Eliza Uni. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Doctor of Philosophy, Stella Anthony, whose thesis title was Epidemiology and Management of Botryophyria dieback in walnut orchards in Australia. Fungal species belonging to the family Botryophyriaceae have been implicated in dieback disease and consequent yield loss in walnuts worldwide. This research identified the species of Botryophyriaceae present within Australian walnut orchards and investigated their pathogenicity and methods of control. The findings of this study proposed a wider selection of sustainable disease management options than are currently available to the Australian walnut industry. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Stella Anthony. Amy Littleton Bates, whose thesis title was The Effect of Breed and Mating Season on Ewe Management and Potential Enterprise Profitability and Risk Across Southern Australia. This research improved the understanding of sheep management practices and pregnancy scanning outcomes across breeds and mating seasons for a range of agroclimatic zones in southeastern Australia using flock and producer surveys. A range of farming scenarios were subsequently modelled. Increasing supplementary feeding and reproductive rate were identified as possible means to improve overall enterprise productivity and profitability without increasing risk. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Amy Littleton Bates. Liang Jiang, whose thesis title was Rapid Assessment for Prediction and Quantification of Botrytis cinerea off flavours in grapes using mass spectrometry. Botrytis fungal infections of wine grapes result in the presence of off flavours and odours. This research developed methods for in-field samplings of botrytis and established methods for the quantification of fungal infection by quantification of volatile compounds. An untargeted metabolomics workflow discriminated healthy from infected grapes, demonstrating the feasibility for sensitive and specific detection of botrytis fungal infections using mass spectrometry. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Liang Jiang. Thomas Keogh, whose thesis title was Investigating the Constraints on Lamb Growth in Intensive Feeding Systems. Feeding lambs an unlimited supply of high-quality nutrients should enable them to grow rapidly, but this is often not observed. The growth of lambs was investigated with the assistance of CT scans. It was concluded that intake is the predominant constraint on lamb growth rates. Predictive lamb growth models were also assessed using CT scans of live lambs, demonstrating this technique to be useful for improving the precision of these models. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. Thomas Keogh. A. Liana Arakilaj Nisinsala Nadashini Pereira, whose thesis title was Behavioural and Electrophysical Responses of Dung Beetles to Livestock Dung Volatilomes and Constituent Compounds. Dung beetles are an important processor of livestock dung, releasing nutrients for plant growth and reducing fouling of pastures and dung-associated pests. This project explored the volatile compounds released by dung from different livestock species, then assessed behavioural and physiological responses of dung beetles to these chemicals. This revealed the basis for dung beetle food preferences and paves the way for standardised baits for monitoring their populations. Vice-Chancellor, I present Dr. A. Liana Arakilaj Nisinsala Nadishani Pereira. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Master of Agricultural Science, Navneet Kaur. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Bachelor of Veterinary Biology, Bachelor of Veterinary Science Honours, with Honours Class 1, Isabel Lillian Kellaway. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Agricultural Science Honours, with Honours Class 1, Sarah Louise Fraser. With Honours Class 1, Erin Elizabeth Munro. With Honours Class 1, Campbell Watt. With the Undergraduate University Medal, Heidi Mary Waldridge. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Animal Science Honours, with Honours Class 1, Natalie Jefferson. With Honours Class 1, Bridget Longley. With Honours Class 1, Natasha Michelle Lubke. With Honours Class 1, Jasmine Rayner. With Honours Class 1, Lucy Catherine Walsh. With Honours Class 2, Division 1, Rachel Bracken. With Honours Class 2, Division 1, Emily Rose Fryatt. With Honours Class 2, Division 2, Jack James Swain. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Science Honours, with Honours Class 1, Lillian Nina Alexander. With Honours Class 2, Division 1, Lauren Ashley Bridgefoot. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Veterinary Biology, Bachelor of Veterinary Science, with distinction, Charlotte Gibb. Alexandra Rose Buell. Brooke Marie Curtis. Emma McCutcheon Dickinson. Lucy Isabel Ford. Meg Hannah Fletcher Friedenstein. Angus Hamilton Pillmore. Charlie Shadwell. Lewis Aaron Walcombe. Elizabeth Young. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Agricultural Business Management. Camilla Mary Austin. Benjamin Joshua Browning. Natasha Christophers. Stephen John Clark. Lachlan Alexander Kerr. Lachlan Justin Curry. Joseph Ulrich Hardy. Thomas Heilman. Olivia Sarah Jones. Toby Nicholas Kellaway. Sarah Noonan. Andrew O'Shea. Thomas Michael Parsons. William Edward Proudford. Sean Joshua Roach. Benjamin Graham Stathen. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Agricultural Science with Undergraduate University Medal, Emma Lee Egan. With distinction, Jamie Marie Hagan. With distinction, Georgia Louise Monkley. With distinction, James Christopher White. Joshua Lindsay Anderson. James Barnes. Sophie Nia Bingley. Ryan James Feuerhert. Max O'Keefe Finlay. Arabelle Lily Forbes. Alana Michelle Firmston. Thomas Gill. Cassie Shan Goding. Chelsea Gordon. Jack Devlin Herriot. Chloe Jane Leatham. Nicholas George Lord. Matthew O'Rafferty. Henry William Perrottet. Zoe Olivia Pools. Georgina Kate Quaid. Hannah Mei-Ling Urquhart. Georgina Ann Whiteman. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Agriculture. Curtis Joel Boland. Benjamin Andrew Carmichael. Reeve Lawrence Johnson. Jock Johnson. Alexandra K. Martin. Ebony Macaulay. Corey McConville. Henrietta Potty. Fletcher Taylor. Chelsea Walker. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Animal Science. With distinction, Caitlin Suzanne Burnett. Jordan Robert Appleby. Emily Charlotte Grace Ortard. Darcy John Barr. Lachlan George Capps. Sophie Grace Krzyzanowski. Georgia Emma Gale. Henry James Gibson. Kusam Gurung. Emily Hall. Stella Hall. Natasha Jane Jongsma. Lily Venus Martindale. Michaela McLean. Amelia Leigh Wyman. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Equine Science with distinction. Lisa Narvel Aguirre Gilbert. Catherine Diesenberger. Callie Teagan Dews. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Horticulture, Danica Morgan Bynan. Antonio Giuseppe Filippi. Dominique Michelle Larson. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Jose Manuel Vanegas. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Science with Undergraduate University Medal, Yasmin Lisa Cummins. Harry Clarence Bonham. Lee Donald Edmonston. Ashley Poland. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduates in the Bachelor of Veterinary Technology with distinction, Caitlin Darcy. Jamie Ball. Elizabeth Louise Beattie. Rachel Box. Annabelle Byrne. Michaela May Campora Carl. Megan Monica Carroll. Cassandra Jane Dick. Sophia Kim Susan Finch. Madeline Rose Giuliano. Rachel Hopkins. Tegan Jade Horton. Zoe Renee Lister. Iris Patricia McCormick. Catherine Leah Moore. Erin Angela O'Donnell. Storm Power. Antonio Shane Rajaratnam. Ella Caitlin Reid. Bianca Jane Ross. Heidi Elizabeth Simpson. Samantha Josephine Tretzera. Ebony Trapicciano. Calypso Ferrier Tuttle. Hannah Joy Wetzel. Felicity Adriana Whiteman. Josephine Gabrielle Wood. Nadia Alice Wordsworth. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Bachelor of Viticulture, Thomas Alexander Gilbert. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Bachelor of Wine Science, Tristan Evan Fraser Brown. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Associate Degree in Farm Production, Chelsea Sarah Blacker. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Diploma of Science, Nidhi Swaroop Kanankal. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Associate Degree in Farm Production, Harry John Robertson. Vice-Chancellor, I present the graduate in the Bachelor of Health Science Mental Health, Jessica Faith Newman. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the Faculty of Science and Health graduates.
Thank you. I now call upon Charlie Shadwell to deliver the response to the graduates' representatives.
Good afternoon, Presiding Officer, our guest speaker, Peter Hayes, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, and of course, our family and friends. My name is Charlie Shadwell, and like my fellow graduates, I'm thrilled to be here today. After years of hard work, it's amazing to finally reach this moment. And it's an honour to deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of all graduates, acknowledging everyone who has made this celebration possible. First off, congratulations to my fellow graduates. Getting through our studies has been a tough journey, but here we are, and that's something to be proud of. Today we celebrate this big milestone in our lives. On behalf of all graduates, I would like to thank our family and friends. Your support and encouragement has been crucial in helping us get through the challenges of our studies. Thank you for being there when we needed you most. I also want to thank our professors, lecturers, and everyone else who has guided us to this point. Your efforts to ensure our success, especially during the transition from on-campus to online learning in 2020 and 2021, are deeply appreciated. To CSU and the graduates team, thank you for organising this ceremony and allowing us to celebrate with our family and friends. Lastly, I want to thank our guest speaker, Peter Hayes, for taking the time to address us today. Your comments on all our regional experiences that we now hold was truly inspiring. Let's show our appreciation with a round of applause. On behalf of all graduates, I'd like to present Peter with this gift. Thank you. As we move forward from this day, let's carry with us the lessons we've learnt and the friendships we've made. Our journey doesn't end here, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. Let's continue to support each other and strive to make a positive impact in our communities and the world. Congratulations once again, and best of luck to everyone in their future endeavours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlie. I now invite the Presiding Officer, Vice-Chancellor Professor Renee Leon, PSM, to deliver the charge to graduates.
Will all graduates please stand? As newly conferred graduates of Charles Sturt University, I entrust you to use the knowledge and skills you have acquired to respectfully live well in a world worth living in, to work collaboratively with others for the benefit of your profession and community, to develop and spread wisdom to live and work in a sustainable world, and to remain connected to the university and your fellow graduates through our Charles Sturt University alumni community. Please now give our graduates a huge round of applause. Thank you, graduates. You may now be seated.
Graduates and distinguished guests, that concludes our ceremony today. On behalf of the University Council, Vice-Chancellor and all Charles Sturt University staff, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today and celebrating your graduates. Please join us for refreshments directly after the ceremony. I now ask you to all please stand while our official party retires. Graduates, please follow the official party after they leave the stage.